Hi, I'm Donna. This is Dylan.
And I'm Martin. And together, in 2020, we set out on our nomad plan.
And this is our vlog.
Let's see what we've got. He's not moving. Can you grab the phone? Well, little did we know when we said on vlog number 7 that we weren't going to be schedule driven and we were going to be content driven, that we wouldn't be putting a video out the following week because of what happened. So regular viewers know we tend to send them out on a Friday evening if we can, and on the Tuesday after the last one went out, Donna took Dylan for a walk, and I'll let Donna tell you the story.
Well, we went to the local park where we often start our walks, and crossing quite happily. Dylan being Dylan, playing and frolicking around, and he approached another dog and got viciously attacked. At the time I was picking up some dog mess, so I didn't really cotton on straight away what was going on, and by the time I realised he was running towards a dog whose owner had the dog on a lead, it was all a bit too late for me to call him back because I've been busy picking up his mess. So this dog grabbed him it was one of these dogs that they lock their jaws, and it wasn't going to let go, and it was horrible. It was a really awful thing to be witness to, and I couldn't.
Anyway, the story goes that the owner immediately started hitting his dog, but the dog wouldn't release, and even the other dog being hit, even though he was clamped on Dylan, that was upsetting Donna, seeing the other dog being hit. But the cries from Dylan, obviously, oh, I can't imagine.
Sorry.
And a cyclist who came around the corner saw what was happened, and he jumped in and also started punching the dog. But this attack went on for a couple of minutes, I believe, and eventually released Dylan, and the man immediately said that he would pay for the damages, and he gave the cyclist his phone. He gave the cyclist his number, and the cyclist texted to me because Donna didn't take her phone with her. Less to be learnt. And we had to get Dylan to a vet straight away. I mean, Donna, by the time Donna got back here, she was frantic. She was howling and screaming, incomprehensible, inconsolable. Blood in her hair and down her jeans, and both Dylan and Donna stood there shaking. Dylan was clearly, eyes were glazed over. He just stood there still but shaking, with blood dripping from him. And Donna, the pair of them, just shaking terrible.
Anyway, we got into the vets.
Yeah, and true to his word, once they'd operated, once they'd stitched him up, we rang the owner, who then rang the vets, and he paid the bill. It was over £600, and he paid it. So credit to him for that. Credit to him, he had his dog on a lead. But the vets said, while it's not their remit, we have a duty of care. God forbid something like this should happen again. And we have a duty of care, as the dog is clearly a dangerous dog. And it should be at least muzzled, but we need to report it to the police. So we've done that, and that's what's happened.
And Dylan is on the mend. I mean, he's in the boat. He's back to his usual self, stealing slippers and being cheeky, which is just what we love about Dylan. He's not overly keen on going out at the moment. He keeps trying to pull back to come home. He's getting better when both of us are walking him, but I think I'm quite anxious, so he's picking up on my anxiety, and that's not good for him. So at the moment we're doing the walks together, but on a couple of days when you were at work I had to take him out, and you know, I need to get back out there and do these walks again, but it's a bit scary at the moment. So we are getting there, and his cheek is beginning to heal from the stitches. He's got stitches in his cheek, inside his mouth and under his jaw, and they're all beginning to heal. So he's going back to the vet on Friday for them to have a look and see if he can take the cone of shame off.
I told him it wasn't a cone of shame. I told him it was his astronaut helmet.
He's a little bit happier about wearing
He's a
an
little Starship Trooper. So we're on countdown now. It's day 8, so we've got 48 hours till touchdown, and then perhaps we can remove his cone.
It's all still very swollen, but yeah, I think it'll take a while to go down, really.
Yeah, he'll be back to zero gravity and able to go everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah, he has been. It's been quite funny watching him on the boat because it's quite narrow. There are points when he gets stuck, and at one point, early days, he turned round in the bathroom area and there was the wall, and he's stuck onto the wall like this, and he just stands there. We could have left him there all day, but because he didn't realise that he could still move around, but because he's just stuck.
If you've heard the expression, a bull in a china shop, well, for us now it's a dog on a narrowboat. And he gets frustrated if he snags on something. He'll just yank his head round to try and free himself.
And that might be your leg he's yanking. It's quite painful.
It's a sharp edge on that, and I no longer need to shave my legs.
Anyway, he's back on the mend, and hopefully this can come off soon, and we can just keep moving forward and get back to normal.
Yeah, our neighbour Sue said it was lovely to hear laughter on the boat again because it was quiet for a few days.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we are.
Anyway, Dylan's fallen asleep. He's oblivious to it all, really, right now. Oh,
Here he goes. So, Dill, our mum's doing your breakfast.
There you are. Want it? Hang on, let me pull it out so that you can actually reach.
Well, he's getting better at it. You can see a dog with a cone of shame is not very nice at the best of times. But when you live on a narrowboat, you can see it's causing him a few issues. So, but we took it off yesterday, and for a couple of hours whilst he was in the boat, and he was very good. But I think the itches the stitching. You can see it there actually, where he was attacked on the side of his face. But the stitches are starting to itch now, and he's desperate to scratch his face. And obviously we can't let him, so he's got to keep this on. So negotiating his way around the boat is a tricky one, isn't it, Dill? Eh? It's a tricky one for you. But so after a very, very traumatic Monday, we've, as I say, he's starting to get his mojo back now.
No, it's Tuesday.
No, it's Wednesday today. Oh, it's Thursday.
Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Tuesday it happened, sorry. Anyway, Jill, do you want to go out, darling? Hey? What did you eat then? Oh, you caught yourself on the cooker now, on the stove. Come away, you caught on the edge. There you go. Oh.
Our job board seems to have grown an awful lot. It's quite scary. The really good thing is I can finally cross off this one that seems to have been here forever. The well deck, it's gone, and that one, yay! It's time for celebration, Martin. So yep. a lot of things have remained the same. So the roof sides are painting. The kitchen has stayed the same. We're just waiting on the delivery. We now got to look at for some tiles. We've got to order some worktop, but that can't come until later. And we've got to look at what lighting we're putting in. We have been investigating whether to do 240 volts or 12 volt fridge freezer. I think we're going down the 12 volt route now.
Yeah.
Because we do want to continuously cruise, and it's going to make it a lot easier.
Super expensive and
yeah,
unexplainably super expensive. But the better option for us is for cruising.
So we can't really start the kitchen, and with everything that's been going on, we've just done a lot of planning. So this board has changed slightly, although we haven't really cracked on with much of it. But a few jobs to do in the engine bay, which we need to change the V-belt on the engine around the alternator. We've now got that, so that will be done soon. Martin, soon. We're missing a Jubilee clip, so that's another little job we found.
Yeah, on the radiator system. On the
I've got a little bit more painting to do in there with the Damberlin, and we need to look at bleeding our heating system. I think we've got a little airlock in there. I have been making, I was hoping to have finished them by now, but it's all been a little bit busy. I've done a couple of days work and stuff, but I'm making some porthole bongs. So I've got my foam ready, and funny colour to choose, just trust me on this. Some black material which I have done some sort of quilting over, and that will, when it's finished, fit in there. But when I get to doing that, I'll show you that in a bit more detail. We have, where are we? Oh, we've decided that while we're waiting for the kitchen, because we can't get on and do anything, we've got some work to do in the bedrooms. So it's just decorating, really, nothing difficult. So yeah, come and have a look. I'll show you what we've done. Oh, and don't forget the jobs for you. Like us, subscribe, press the bell for notifications. Please do leave your comments. We really will reply to them all, even if it takes a little while. And we love that. We're getting really lovely rapport with a lot of viewers, and it's just lovely to have your comments, your questions, and find out a little bit about what you're doing. Some of you are looking for boats and everything, so it's really good fun. And follow us on Nomad Plan. Replace the L with a 1, that's Instagram, and www.nomadplan.co.uk for our website. Right, anyway, come with me.
I've changed our Instagram channel. It is now the same as our YouTube channel, which I've also changed.
Oh, you didn't?
Yes.
You didn't tell me about the Instagram.
Yeah. So it's just our life afloat on a narrowboat. Our lives afloat on a narrowboat.
Oh, okay, I'll change that in a minute.
Okay.
Right. Okay, come on. Right, so actually when you're doing things on a boat, it gets really messy. There's nowhere to put everything, so hence the tools. And it's a good job we're using the shower blocks over at the marina, because this one's full of stuff. Anyway, come through to the bedroom. Oh dear. Okay, Dylan, hang on a minute. When I said come through to the bedroom, I wasn't really talking to you. Go that way, Tom. Dear. Let's move them out of the way. Go on, off you go. Bless him. We're taking him to the vets today, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he can have his lampshade removed from
this
his
is
head.
Friday morning, and as soon as we finish this piece, we will be editing and uploading, and then we're on our way to the vets. And Dylan Hopefully he won't have to wear his mask anymore.
I
Anyway,
hope,
babes.
because he's getting frustrated with it now. He's been so good. So we wanted to decorate in here, but I didn't want to just paint the walls. I wanted to have something perhaps with a bit of texture.
Hang on, let me put him forward so I can come in there.
So we looked on the wonderful internet,
So we've stripped the walls. Sorry.
and we've ordered.
And we've taken the cabinet off there, which means we've got lots more room.
Yeah, I've got a bit of decorating to do, but this will hide most of everything there. We're going to put these wooden panels on the wall, which will give it a really lovely rustic look. And I didn't. Oh, yeah, I wanted a texture, so this is a nice texture. It's got a what would you call it? A weatherboarded.
Yeah, it's recycled wood from old structures, old buildings. So it's got an aged patina on it then, let's say. But they've smooth edged the other side, so it's not that thick, about 10 mil. So it'll be cosy.
So it'll go up in a bit of a random pattern. All right, darling.
Yeah, it's all right.
And that's going to go. If I can reach across, top down. That's going to go across along here, up over behind the television, and then again on the back.
So by the time Donna's finished, we'll be living in a stable. Every morning will be like a nativity scene.
I don't think so. So, and I'm going to keep this, I'm going to paint this side because I don't want it to be
Hang on,
overlaid.
Dylan's coming through my legs. Oh, there he is.
Hello, darling. He likes to get involved. No, you can't go up there. There's no room for you in the inn. Come on, off you go. That way.
Anyway, it's getting a bit crowded in here, so let's go back through.
Go on, off you go.
So, yeah, as Donna said, that's our shower room. Well, there are wash bags and bits and pieces.
Yeah, Martin's had to dig deep because I've been shopping again. So
Yeah, well, you can see all our bits and pieces here.
As we come
Now
along.
that is the cupboard that was above our pillows, so
Not
we were
much
using
room
it.
in there, really.
But I'm intending to reuse it. Oh well, recycle it. I'm going to do something with it. I'm currently looking at changing the DC circuits, so the fuse board for the DC circuit. We've currently got a domestic one in there, and I've just received this. This came through the other day. So I'm going to make that fit inside that and cut it up and sort out the electrics distribution boards for the 240 and the 12 volt systems. We're adding a few, we've got a 6-way box that's got more circuits on it than 6, let's say that. So we've increased it to a 12-way circuit, 12-way board, and I can add a few more circuits to that. Anyway, there we are. Oh, there's those bits there, and there's himself over there. And,
Right, Dil. What are you doing?
Dil, say hello. Anyway. Right, today's question is, what can you make with a wardrobe rail, a bracket for a very small exhaust, and a piece of old hose? That's what I got to work with. Anyway, let's get started. Okay.
So, Martin, I've just got home from work.
Yeah.
What are you playing at?
Oh, I'm doing a thing.
You're doing a thing?
You remember that
Now I'm worried.
thing called Howl? Well, I've got some bits and pieces today.
Yeah.
And I did a little bit of footage while you were at work.
Did you know?
Yeah, while you were helping Dave out.
So you weren't having a sneaky sleep?
No, I've been running around all over the place. I've been running around all over the place.
Okay.
But,
so what are you doing?
I'm drilling a hole. And I said to the viewers, this plumbing thing doesn't get very tight. I asked the viewers, did they know what I was doing with a wardrobe rail, a piece of hose, which I think I've shown you, and I've shown the viewers.
Oh, I threw that in the bin.
No.
Looked like a little old piece of rubber.
No. Anyway. So, I've just put a pilot hole in for a very cunning plan.
Okay.
And
Can I come and see?
yeah, you can come and see. But it's a bit messy, so let me sweep it off. You can come and see.
Oh. There we go.